Hey, feel like crying? Me too. Let's watch the movie Up. So, the movie Up is an animated film from Disney Pixar. It was made in 2009. So, really, there are two main characters in this movie, an old man named Carl and a young boy named Russell.
3 days at best before the helium leaks out of those balloons.
Whoa.
And if we're not at the falls when that happens,
Sand.
we're not getting to the falls.
I found sand!
Carl is voiced by Ed Asner, who I guess was most famous for his role in Mary Tyler Moore, but he was in a lot of stuff. And Russell was voiced by a kid actor named Jordan Nagai. I would say this movie is right up there with like Fox and the Hound and Coco and the one scene from Inside Out, you know, the Bing Bong scene, as far as tears go. Nothing says kids movie like sobbing twice in the first 20 minutes. So I remember the first time I watched this movie, I only cried in like the beginning, which I think is the commonplace people cry in this movie. But yeah, this last time it was, you know, I wasn't sobbing through the whole thing, but I would say there was just a constant trickle of tears going down my face through the whole of it. The basic premise of the movie is Carl is an old man, and in the beginning you watch his relationship with his wife from when they meet as kids all the way up until her death, which, yeah, spoiler alert, but that happens in the first like 10 minutes. So Carl and his wife, Ellie, had always dreamed of going to Paradise Falls, somewhere in South America, and they never got to because life got in the way, essentially. And then she passes away, and then Carl decides that he is going to go to Paradise Falls. Then this kid, Russell, who's a wilderness explorer, kind of like a Boy Scout, accidentally gets stuck on his porch when Carl ties just like a million balloons to his house, and his house lifts off the ground. So Carl gets like stuck with Russell, but you see through the movie that Russell has kind of his own abandonment issues that he's dealing with, and so Carl and Russell through the course of the film become close. This movie is more of a coming of age story for Russell. He is not a very outdoorsy kid, but like naturally, but you can tell he's trying really hard, and you find out that he's trying hard because he's kind of trying to get the attentions of his dad. Carl spends most of this movie literally tied to this house, and the house is a symbol of his life with Ellie, of, you know, just of her and what they had together. And throughout the movie, because it's tied to balloons, it's like the house is slowly weighing down and down and becoming heavier and heavier. And there are these really just like heart-wrenching scenes where, you know, he's like trying to save things in the house, or you know, really scared of losing it because he believes that the house is like the last thing he has, right, of Ellie. But the whole point is that, you know, it's not about what we accrue and our possessions or whatever, but our experiences. And the more he lets Russell in, the easier it becomes for him to let go. I was like gonna do this video earlier, and then I just like couldn't. I couldn't right after I watched it because I just spent the whole time sobbing. And then I was just lying in bed with my partner being like, you're not allowed to die. Up is such a good movie. The music is wonderful. Obviously the graphics are beautiful. It's a really good movie. You should watch it, like if you're in the right headspace for it. There are just really beautiful moments of silence too in the film. I don't know, there's just not a lot of silence in films these days. So it's nice. Anyway, that's all I can manage on Up. I'm sorry, guys. This one took its toll on me. I just thinking about the people you lose and how you gotta move on from it. I mean, the message is good in the film. You know, it's important to move on, and you honor the people you lose by continuing to live a full life. And it's also like Carl, you know, he's sad because his wife dies, and so he kind of holes up in this house. And I guess one of the messages of the film is when we lock ourselves up you know, we don't just do ourselves a disservice by not loving others, but we do others a disservice, because if Carl didn't open up to Russell, then Russell wouldn't have received this wonderful friendship that fills, I don't know, a hole in his heart, I guess. You see, you guys, I can't even. I'm tearing up just thinking about it. This was stupid for me to do this film. I almost didn't because I was just crying so much. Anyway, so the point is that we sometimes lock ourselves up because we're hurt, but in the end, it's better to not do that, because there's so much out there. Adventure is waiting for you, and if you lock yourself up, you can't find it, and the people who need to find you can't find you. So thanks for watching me awkwardly talk about Up with tears in my eyes and water just dripping from my iced coffee, listening to my voice waver. It's been a real treat. Yeah, next time it'll be better. I'm gonna do Office Space, though, so that one's gonna be great because I can talk about how much I hate working in an office and just offices in general, and that will trigger my anger, which is much funnier than tears welling in my eyes. So next time is gonna be a lot more fun, guys, I promise. You know, you watch this movie if you want, you know, if you feel like you can handle it at the moment. It's a very beautiful movie. I think everybody should watch it. It's just a little hard at points, but yeah, you should watch it, and you should drink lots of coffee, or tea if you like tea, or anything. Drink anything. Drink water. I get water is important, but it's not as good as coffee. Okay, guys, that's all I got for this. Thanks for bearing with me and watching me struggle through this. I hope you all have a great day, and yeah, see you next time for Office Space. Bye.